Hi everyone, this is Whispers of the Willows Guidance. My name is Julie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading that is actually theme based. It's Among Us. And we have our little people here. So you get to choose from group 1, 2, and 3, or you can pick by the figurines here, the little Among Us people. And the topic of the reading we're doing is who in your life is sus, sort of like the online app game that you can play. That's the theme of it. So who in our life is sus? Who in our life is somebody that we need to keep our eye on? Who in our life might be somebody that's doing stuff behind our back, somebody we can't trust, somebody that we might need to let go of. So that's what this reading is about today. So my advice to you for picking a card, if you're new to this isn't something you've done before, is to close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Maybe even do it a couple more times if you need to. And while you're doing this, you need to concentrate on the question, who in my life is somebody that I should be suspicious of? Who is somebody that I might not be able to trust? Who would be somebody that I would have to watch out for? And then just open your eyes and pick a card. Pick which one you like. Like I said, you can either go by numbers. This one's 1, this one's 2, this one's 3. You can just go by, whichever card you feel drawn to. Or you could go by which little individual person you like and you're drawn to. And then you just choose that one. So I will go ahead and get started with group 1. If you like, you can go ahead and pause the video if you need more time to concentrate on it. So you can figure out which one you would prefer to do. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start with card 1. So we're just going to set these two guys over here for the moment. We're going to do this one. Set that one right there. Let's see what we got. Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is somebody who is, I guess it could also be a female, but it's a water sign. It is either Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. A lot of people get confused and think Aquarius is a water sign. It is, in fact, not a water sign. It is an air sign. So this card is representing, it could represent a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your life. It could represent a young man. Usually the Knight card represents somebody who isn't quite young, like the age group of like a young teenager, but not exactly somebody who is past their 30s either. So it's usually somebody who's in their 20s, mid 30s, maybe late 30s, around there, a water sign. Somebody who is a very emotional person. Let's see. So this person is also somebody who tends to be full of ideas, likes to come up with, they might be somebody who always has some sort of new idea going on. They always are on the lookout for different opportunities, or maybe they are offering you a lot of different opportunities, or they always seem to have new ideas. they tend to get bored easily. They're kind of restless, you know. It's like they always constantly need to be doing something. They don't like to just sit. Um, they also tend to be very, they might also be somebody who's kind of artistic, you know. And when it comes to that, it could be anything. It could be with writing, it could be with music, it could be like anything you could think of that would be an art of some sort. And it might even be art itself, like painting, drawing. This could be that type of person in your life. They're, you know, they tend to have, you know, high principles, but they're really also like a dreamer. They're they might be a little bit on the immature side, even though they you know, they're really intelligent. They're usually a very smart person. They're probably somebody, like I said, is always coming up with different ideas. So they're probably, you know, a logical person. Somebody who is like, they're really smart when it comes to coming up with ideas. Like, it might even be the person that you would go to if you were like, you know, I have this really great idea, and you talk to them about it, and they're just like, you know, they're on it. They know all these different things that you can do with this idea. It's not hard for them to figure out. They also tend to be really easily persuaded or discouraged. Like they, I don't want to say they're gullible or naive, but it's kind of like that. But they are, you know, that it is more than likely a water sign, and this person is, can be really sensitive too. So maybe they're really emotional. Maybe they're very sentimental. Maybe they are really passionate about this person that this card is saying is somebody who might be really passionate about what they're into. Especially if they come up with their latest new idea. They're just like, oh man, you know, and they're talking to you about it, and they're just really passionate about it. So that's what this person might be. But let's go into a little more detail about, you know, what this person might be doing that's making them sus, you know. What is it about this person that you can't trust? So we're just gonna, I had some little tripods. I guess we'll just set that there like that. We'll do that. All right. Nope. I gotta mix these cards up really good because I was trying to get I was sifting through my pile trying to get just certain people out of it so I could do piles 1, 2, and 3. So I need to give these a good shuffle. Actually, when I'm sure you can hear the background music. When I was trying to get set up to do this, okay. When I was trying to get set up to do this, I had thought about having the Among Us game background music playing, but when I put it on, it was really creepy. And I'm like, I know that this isn't exactly a positive reading because we're, you know, talking about people who might be doing bad things behind your back, but I was like, it's gonna be hard to concentrate if I'm having this music play that's just like dun dun dun, just really negative. So I was like, no, let's just put something else on. I was really trying to go the distance with the theme there, but yeah. Oh, and by the way, these little figurines, my daughter actually made them out of that that clay that you can mold and then you bake it in the oven. it slips my mind what it's called. I know there's a specific name for it, but she made those. She made them by hand, just off the spur of the moment for me. I just love her to bits. She made all of them. She made all 3 of those, even this one with the little crown. But anyways, group 1. What can you tell me about this person for group 1? What do they need to look out for? What are they doing? Woo! Okay. Okay, I guess that's it for now with that one. So what I'm getting right away from this is, even though this person seems to be, you know, like I said, they tend to be really sensitive, you know, really passionate about their ideas. They might be, you know, an artistic person in some sort of art or hobby of some sort. They might be you know, they like to come up with all sorts of different ideas. They're really intelligent. They're really logical. They're a big dreamer. What I'm getting from this is this person, I think they feel like they can pull the wool over your eyes. It's like they can, it's like I'm getting like they can, like they think you're gullible. Like they think that, you know, they can talk to you about all this stuff and use their words in a certain way that would, you know, kind of talk you into getting things that they want, especially with like all these ideas. There's swords here, which usually represents an air sign. That could be you. But air signs tend to be, you know, one of the things with air signs, which this part isn't necessarily about you, but they tend to talk a lot. So this person might be talking behind your back as well. And they know what they're doing is bad, but they don't really feel too guilty about it. Like the hangman is basically representing somebody who did something that they probably shouldn't have, or they were kind of, it's like the fool. You know, he shouldn't have did what he did, but he doesn't really regret it. So I think that this is somebody who knows what they're doing, and they know that it's probably not something that they should be doing. But I mean, they have other things on their agenda. You know, they're gonna say and do whatever to kind of get what they want out of you. They might be making it out to be like there's somebody who's doing all the work and everybody else is just standing around, and they kind of have a big ego about it. That could be another thing too. Maybe it's somebody at your job that is like, it could be somebody like at your job that is like, you know, I do all the work, nobody does anything, when really they don't do squat and everybody else is doing everything. That's another thing that it could be too. So maybe, you know, this person is talking at work. That could be it too. Now, if you're looking at it from like a lover's perspective, maybe it's a significant other that you need to be suspected about. This person is you know, like the knight in shining armor, somebody who's like in love with love. They're very charming, they're very romantic. You know, they act like they would do anything for their woman, they would bend over backwards. But since this is a suspected person, something they could be doing behind your back would be possibly cheating or lying to you. That could be something else that they're doing as well. I'm not saying they are, but since this reading is about, you know, somebody in your life that's that's sus. So let's see. Which could be, you know, what I was saying, like they're doing stuff that they know is wrong, but it doesn't really bother them that much. Which could also be, you know, representing with this too, you know, Five of Swords, you know, they're doing stuff behind your back, and, you know, they know that they shouldn't be doing that. Let's see what we got. What should they do about it? Oh, okay. Let's see. So you got the Hermit. So what I would do... Oh, if I can pick it up and move it. Ah, okay. So we have the Hermit, the King of Needles, and the Star. Okay, so the advice it's giving you on how to deal with this situation is, so the Hermit. If this is a romantic situation, what is something that usually helps most relationships, even if it is cheating or they're lying? It's obviously a toxic relationship at that point, even though this person, you know, acts like they're head over heels in love with you. With the Hermit card, you know, what's the one thing that usually helps with relationships? When you start, you know, going within, setting up boundaries, working on yourself, self-love, self-care. So the Hermit is talking about reflection. You know, the Hermit, you know, is when you stop worrying about everybody else and you go on your own journey and start worrying about yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't worry about this person doing this to you, but lots of times when you start doing that and you start caring about yourself more, that's when this person is going to, you know, get busted, basically, because you're going to start caring about yourself more. You're going to start, you know, basically giving a damn what they're doing, who they're talking to. You care about yourself. So you need to, you know, just quit worrying so much about this person if they're doing this to you. You know, you can try to figure out if you have some sort of evidence that they're doing this. But if you find out that they are doing this to you, then I mean, you can try to work on it if you want to, but do you really want to stay with somebody who is, you know, doing you wrong like that? Because if they really cared about you and they really loved you, they wouldn't do those things. So the best thing to do is to let that person go and concentrate on yourself. This is talking about, you know, logic. Use that brain. You know, maybe with, trying to figure out what your next step is to setting up boundaries, what you need to do to maybe figure out what it is that they're doing, have the evidence to talk to them so you can feel like, okay, this is really happening. They're really lying to me about this. They're really, talking to this person that I thought they weren't talking to. And, they're having inappropriate conversations, or maybe sleeping with somebody. I guess you never know. Obviously, they they're doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. So, self-love, worry about yourself, concentrate on yourself, set up boundaries. Don't take anything less than what you're worth, because you're worth more than that. You don't deserve all this up here. You don't. You deserve something better, and you deserve to be happy. And I know it sucks, and I know certain situations are hard to get out of. I understand that, but when there's a will, there's a way. Which might have to do with the Hermit card. You need to, with the Logic and the Hermit together, you need to come up with a plan, work on self-love, concentrate on yourself, figure out what you're going to do to make it happen. And once you do these things, the Star card, it's saying that it's going to come out okay. Everything's going to be all right. You're going to come out on top, and you're not going to have to worry about it. Everything will be all right. If it's a matter of like somebody at work and it's not a romantic situation, like I was saying, it could be something different. Could be your neighbor, could be somebody at work or something like that. That is this person that you're thinking about. That's a water sign. By the way, the Knight of Cups actually is represented by Scorpio. So if you want it like narrowed down more, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Scorpio. It could be one of the other two water signs as well. So, and I hate to say that, especially with the love part and with cheating, just because poor Scorpios get a bad rep. But anyways, it could be the same for if you're at work or somebody else too. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about them. Think about what motives you can come up with to maybe even talk to your boss and be like, hey, have a moment with them and say, I know so-and-so is saying that we're not doing this and we aren't doing that, but we are. And I just don't want you to think that I'm not. But, if your boss is a good boss, they're not stupid. They see what's going on. Somebody's running their mouth saying this and saying that. But, just worry about yourself. Don't worry about them. They're going to hang themselves. No pun intended. And no matter what, it'll be all right. It'll work itself out in the end. So, that's the end of pile 1. And we will move on to pile 2. Uh-oh. Where did it go? There we go. Okay. Move my little candle because we don't need cards on fire. Put this here. There. So that one's that. All right. So pile 2. This is pile 2 with this one. I like how she did their little hats, little boop. All right, so we will set you right there. Where am I gonna put you? I guess you can hang out next to this yellow dude for a little bit. Let's see what we got. King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles. So Pentacles represent earth signs. So this person is a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. They tend to be really dependable, reliable, grounded people. They're practical, they're loyal, but they tend to be really materialistic. As you could see, you know, in the King of Pentacles here, he's just draped in all these grapes, you know. Um, and he's got his big old castle in the background there, and his big old septum, and he's got his big old coin right there. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is older, probably somewhere around maybe mid to late 30s, 40s, 50s on up. This could be you know, a husband. This could be an uncle. This could be a grandfather. This could be a father. This could be maybe an older boss that you have at work. This is somebody who has, you know, achieved great things. They're a really wealthy person, or, you know, it could be materially rich, or it could be they just live comfortably. They may not be like rich. They might be just somebody who lives comfortably. Excuse me, getting tired. Let me see. Like I said, it's an earth sign. They don't seem to they're not usually a very stable person. They might get moody. They can be very cold sometimes. They might be a little self-centered. Have their moments where they tend to be a bit of a butthole. They're not always a butthole. Might be quick-tempered. This could be, you know, like I said, it could be an older person in your family. It could be an older neighbor, an older friend. It could be maybe your boss at work. Of course, we'd all like to think that our bosses at work are somebody who, you know, genuinely roots for us and wants us to do a good job. They're not, you know, out to get us or anything. But unfortunately, you know, bosses are people too. They do bad things just like anybody else would. And they, you know, can do good things too. But, you know, I've had my fair share in the past of a boss or two that wasn't very pleasant. And it almost, I mean, you almost sit there and go, are they out to get me? I don't know. Maybe they just don't like you. Maybe you guys have clashing personalities. Sometimes it happens. It could also be like, maybe like an older person in your family that isn't hurting for money, really moody, really temperamental. Maybe they think they know it all. Somebody who maybe they're I hate to use this term, but I guess kind of like a boomer. I know, I'm terrible, shame on me. But like, you know, back in my day, you know, kids were seen and not heard. They could be like that too, you know. So it might be that type of person. Like I said, it's either Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It could be one of those things. But, I mean, the positive part is they tend to be a really loyal and grounded person. So let's do a drawing and see what it is exactly that they might be doing. Oops. That seems like an awful lot. Okay. What else we got for group 2 on who this person is? What else we got? What are they doing? What makes them sus? What are they doing behind their back? What is it that they need to keep an eye out for because they don't trust them? Okay. So let's see. Let me do this. The Emperor tends to be a very temperamental man, an older man. Like I said, they rule their kingdom with an iron fist. What they say goes. I think what it might be is whatever it is that's going on in your life. I think because you guys might have different beliefs, I just think that maybe you feel like you worry about this person, you might not be able to trust them. The Page of Wands represents going on a journey. Maybe you want to be free of this person. Maybe this person in your life is really holding you down. Maybe you feel like you're stuck with them and you just wish you could, be free of this person. Which is another thing with the Fool, you're ready to get out of it. And you might have made plans in the past, but this person just is really strict. I think they think they know what's best, but they don't. I mean, I don't want to say they don't, because I'm sure in the past with certain things they had the best of intentions, but I think because of how they are, you need to I think it's best that you pick and choose your battles with this person. And you don't always have to tell them everything. If it's somebody from work, if it's a boss type figure, I think that they think you screw off a lot. I could be right about that. Like I was talking about how there's always that one boss that thinks that it's like it doesn't matter what you do, you could bend over backwards and be the best employee ever, but sometimes you just have personality conflicts and things just don't sit right. That could be what it is too. They think you're sitting around talking too much, even though you're being a team player and you're just off on a grand adventure and you're just screwing around, and they don't like that because they're very quit talking, get back to work, type of person. They're very strict. I think you might need to be careful with them, because it seems like they have it out for you, like I said, you could be doing nothing wrong whatsoever. You're doing a good job at work, but because they're so strict and they, maybe get a different job. If you can't get a different job, that's fine. I understand, especially right now with what's going on. It's really hard to find work, and if you find a decent job, obviously you want to stay there. However, there's lots of other jobs out there. There's no point in getting yourself stressed out and working under somebody who is like a slave driver just to make a quick, to make a paycheck. Fortunately, I was blessed to have an amazing boss whom I love very much. He's so awesome. He's really good to us. But unfortunately, like I said, some people aren't really blessed with that. They have a really strict and not so nice boss. I've worked at places before where just being in the same room with a boss gave me an anxiety attack because they were just, you know, their energy, just everything about them was just really like, it made you uncomfortable. But I really get that this is somebody who kind of cracks that whip. So let's see what you should do about this. And, you know, take what resonates with you in these readings. If it doesn't, just let it go. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Ooh. Okay. Wow. No, too many. Good grief. What's this? What we got? Yeah, that just seems like too much. Let's shuffle that a little more. Ah, geez. Boy, I don't know what's going on with this person, but you guys have cards coming out left and right. I think there's just whoever this person is, you know, Spirit's got a lot to say, but like they must just really be that pain in the butt thorn in your side. Oh my goodness. They're like, get out, run. No. Excuse me. I have horrible allergies. 'Tis the season. Okay, what else can you give me? What can they do about this? What can they do to help with this situation? To deal with this person? Group 2. What can they do to deal with this person? Okay. Okay. So what this is saying is, this is almost backwards actually. I don't know why the cards fell this way. What this is saying is, you know, things might not have turned out the way you wanted them to, but that's okay, you know, with this situation. And this could be another thing with this person, if it's not a boss and it's like a father figure or like a grandparent or something like that, or even an uncle. You wanna spread your wings and kind of be yourself, but like I said, because of how they are, they're not. It's hard to. It's hard to do that. So what this is saying is, with temperance, you need to weigh your options. You know, take the time to think about what you want to do about it. You know, make some plans, manifest some things that you want to do. And, you know, if things don't work out the way you want to, that's fine. Just keep trying. But, you know, if it's a boss, you know, work on, I don't know if you can hear it, my cat, he's back there meowing because he wants in here with me, but he likes to jump up on the table, which normally I don't care, but if I'm doing this, especially with these candles lit, that's bad. So he's a little upset with me right now, but he'll be okay. He can come in when I'm done and I have things cleaned up, so if he does come up here, he won't get hurt. But anyways, so if you hear him meowing, That's all it is. He's a little mad at me right now. But he'll be okay. He's Mama's baby. Daiquiri Binks. It's okay, baby. Anyways, so what this is saying is that, you need to weigh your options. If it's a job, you need to weigh your options. Like I said, I can understand if maybe you've been there for like a million years, you have all sorts of benefits, and you're like, I'm not going to let this old geezer or whoever this boss is or your supervisor or whatever get to you. And that's okay. But if you have the option to maybe get a different job, I would, because it's not worth it. It's not worth the stress, I'm sure you could always find something better. And, with life, we are constantly moving and growing. I mean, I'm sure that if you were to actually sit there and think about your life, like from childhood up until now, there's a lot of things that's happened in your life that you probably sat there and thought, I would have never imagined that this happened. Like, you probably had a whole different plan. Or maybe things were, smooth sailing, and then all of a sudden some crazy stuff happens, and you're like, wow, I would have never imagined that. I mean, look at what happened in 2020. Did any of us think there would be a pandemic? So, this is saying that, you need to weigh your options and, manifest yourself some ideas of things that you want to do. What adventures do you want to go on to? Visualize your best life and then take real action to get it. Something that you could do is get out a notebook and you could write down, what are some things that I would really like to do right now? What funds do I have to go on a trip? What funds do I have? Maybe there was, if it's a job related thing, maybe it's a business that you wanted to start, to be an entrepreneur, and you were kind of like, I don't know. You could write down different things like that. You could write down, if you have a list of things you want to do, then you can just sit there and be like, okay, this is what I want to do. Now, what do I need to do these things? And just do a little bit at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. I guess that, you could if you wanted to, because everybody does things differently. Some people just dive right in and do it, and there's some people like me where I can't do that, because if I bite off more than I can chew, I will fail. That's just how I am. I have to ease myself into things. But just weigh your options, figure out what you want to do, and then do it. Don't worry about it. It will turn out okay. And if you're worried that you're going to fall on your face, you're not going to. And even if you do, it's saying that it'll be all right. Just get up, dust yourself off, and keep on going. It'll be okay. But you'll get yourself out of that situation. And, if this is like a friend or somebody that it's in your life that isn't like a father figure or like a grandparent or something, but it's not a boss either. It's just somebody that's in your life. Excuse me, I'm tired. It's just somebody that's in your life. They might just see you as, a friend. You guys like to socialize, but they think that, you need to get more serious and get your head out of the clouds, when actually you need to do quite the opposite. You need to dream more and, figure out what you want to do to make you happy, because that's what matters. Because at the end of the day, they're not the one that has to live your life. You do. You're the one that has to get up in the morning and be you, not them. And that's what matters. You got to do what makes you happy. So that's that for pile 2. And we'll move on to pile 3. if I can scooch it over. This is pile 3. Pretty cool, huh? I love how she curled his little hat. See? It's so cute. She put a moon. I love it. Let's see, where are we going to put you at? I guess we'll move some stuff around here a little bit. Make sure we don't catch anything on fire. We'll put you right there. We'll see what we got. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a youthful person, not somebody who is a teenager, but somebody that's probably in their 20s, 30s, mid-30s. They are a Earth's... Oh, wow. Another Earth sign. Okay. Because pile 2 had somebody that was an Earth sign as well. This is a male. I mean, it very well could be a female, but, you know, since it came up as a knight, it's more than likely a male. So this person is a Taurus, a Virgo. Okay, so I apologize for there being a possible glitch, pile 3, between when I was reading the cards and then we having this here. I ran out of room on my phone from making the video when I was like, okay, let's figure out what you should do, and I shuffled the cards and laid this down. These are the 3 cards you got. And then I checked my phone and it had stopped recording on me. So thankfully I didn't get into too much detail, but I did lay these 2 cards down. The only other thing I had mentioned was, I know I was talking about this being a possible love interest, but I just mentioned that maybe this was somebody's son or brother that they're frustrated with in their life that is spending too much money, or they might be getting into your money. Oh. But anyways, let's talk about what you can do for this situation. Hopefully my phone will finish up so I can finish this up. Okay, so you got the Queen of Candles, the King of Presents, and the 3 of Potions. Basically, it's saying is, especially since this person is somebody who likes to take things slow, is don't sit around all day waiting on this person. If they want to be with you, they'll be with you. If, you know, they have any interest in you whatsoever, you know, just let it go. I mean, don't let it go, but like, it's basically saying that you need to get out, have some fun, concentrate on other things. Maybe you yourself should worry about your work and what you're doing and not worry about them so much. And also get out and spend some time with some friends, do some fun stuff. So it's basically saying, you know, don't get stuck trying to pry into this person, pry them open to, you know, in due time, you'll be able to get to know them if you want to. But for now, you know, concentrate on yourself is what it's saying. Have fun, enjoy your life, you know, spend time with friends, stuff like that. So, I hope you enjoy your reading. I hope everybody enjoyed their reading. Don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe. And I work a lot, so that's why I don't upload videos very often, but I'm getting there. So have an awesome day, you guys, and this is our Among Us readings.